on fire. He's on fire. Ooh. What's good, everyone? I'm Assam and this is Sophia, and we are the Couple Stream, and we are back with another review for the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. So this is a 10-part documentary that basically breaks down the whole career of Michael Jordan, but the main part is that Michael Jordan actually allowed a film crew to follow him around in his final season with the Chicago Bulls in 1998. So we get exclusive, never-before-seen footage from 1998.
It was really cool though. It wasn't just Michael Jordan. Like, they were able to really tell the story of other teammates in the Chicago Bulls all through that period. And it took old footage as well as recent interviews to really help tell the story.
But all in all, we know what's up. Michael Jordan dropped this documentary to remind everyone who the GOAT is, who the bat is. And boy, did he do a good job making himself look good.
Yeah, this is a really unique review because you've got one hardcore NBA fan over here that knows everything there is to know, and me, who knew nothing. And I know Assam even asked me before we watched the docu-series what I knew about Michael Jordan. And to be honest, all I knew was that he was in Space Jam. So for me, it was a really good story piece, and it put it together really well so I could understand it a bit more. And I found it really unbiased, which I loved. I loved how they used the story arc and showed all that conflict that came up. And it gave me a chance to decide whether I loved or hated Michael Jordan, which I didn't know before.
Put it this way, guys. I asked her what haircut does Michael Jordan have, and she couldn't even answer it. He's bald, mate. So one big gripe I have about this documentary is that it actually switches between the years quite a lot, especially in the beginning.
So if you're someone a bit like me, or even someone that is into basketball but doesn't have those dates on the top of your head, screenshot this right now and keep it with you when you watch.
Now for me, Michael Jordan is a godlike mythic figure. We don't get to see interviews of Michael Jordan because he didn't grow up during the social media era. So you only really got to see him in the basketball court or maybe post-game interviews and things like that. And all the footage that you can dig up on YouTube are really grainy, low quality. You know, we don't get to really see Michael Jordan like we get to see the superstars of today. So I really enjoyed getting to see that behind-the-scenes exclusive footage. The real Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan that took trash to his teammates. The Michael Jordan that was just relentless about winning. He was a stone cold killer and a ruthless winner. Now, one surprising takeaway that I took from this documentary is that it actually ranked him down in my all-time list. I know that for most people, they'll be convinced that he is the GOAT. All the old heads would say that basketball back in the day was so much better, so much more physical, and it was the golden era. But when I looked closely at the defense in some of these clips, I'm like, this is horrible. I did understand that it is more physical and the game is different now, but in my opinion, I think the overall level of skill of NBA players today is just much, much better. And I personally feel that Michael Jordan was just way better than everyone else around him, which also allowed him to dominate the way he did. Just to clarify for everyone, my favorite athlete of all time is Kobe Bryant. But even after watching this documentary, in my personal opinion, I feel like LeBron James is still a better player than Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan is the greatest winner of all time. But I think 1v1 right now, LeBron James is bigger, faster, and stronger than Michael Jordan.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Do you have another opinion? Put it in the comments.
I'd even add that I think that Kobe Bryant is a Michael Jordan 2.0. What would Michael Jordan in the modern era look like? You'd get Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant also trained and worked a lot harder than Michael Jordan did as well.
So as we mentioned before, the filming of this documentary mostly took place in 1998, in that final year of Michael Jordan's career with the Chicago Bulls. So there would have been a lot of footage to go through. Now, they only actually released this footage to be used as a documentary or used for whatever they wanted in 2016. So in the time between then and now, they would have had to sift through so much footage, pick out the good bits, organize it, and then figure out what was missing. And I think they did an amazing job with this. Another really cool thing that really took you back to that time period and made you feel like you were there was the music they used when they were doing those little flashbacks. Felt like it was from that specific year, and I think it might have been. We haven't fact checked this, but I think if we looked up the music that was played, it would have come from, 94, 97, and back to 95 again, and I think it would have matched, because that's what it sounded like. It was that hip-hop vibe that goes hand in hand with the NBA.
As much as a winner Michael Jordan was, you could see that he wasn't particularly a nice guy. He was actually quite mean to his teammates at times. What's your opinion on Michael Jordan's personality?
See, as a player, I think he's amazing. He's a winner, he's got that mentality that you need. But yeah, he's definitely not a nice person. Like, if I had to hang out with him, I really don't think I'd enjoy it. So as we watched this, it was coming out 2 episodes a week for 5 weeks. But to be honest, I think I would have understood it a little bit more if I was able to binge it. Maybe not the whole 10 episodes, but at least in maybe 2 or 3 sittings, I think I would have, and like close together, I think I would have definitely understood it a bit more and followed it, because I found myself forgetting those small details they mentioned at the beginning by the 5th week.
If you're a person that doesn't know a lot about basketball, I highly recommend having someone with some knowledge sitting with you, because I think it helps Sophia a lot having me around to break down some specific things and give her extra detail and more perspective on what's going on. If not, don't worry, just keep going through it, and trust me, by the end, things will make sense.
Even if you enjoy sports, maybe not NBA specifically, I think you'll really enjoy this because you get to see that journey. Although for me, who's not really a sports fan, I still really enjoyed it because I love watching inspiring people and watching that rise to fame and everything that goes with it, the good, the bad, the ugly. So I really enjoyed it for that. Assam loved it because it's Michael Jordan and it's basketball, and I really think you'll love it if you're into any of those things.
This is a fantastic 10 out of 10 documentary. Even if you're not into sports or basketball, this is a show about one of the most successful people in the world, one of the most famous people in the world, and one of the richest people in the world. I mean, to this day, Michael Jordan's shoes sell more than anyone else in the world, and he hasn't played in over 20 years. That's crazy. So let us know what you think, guys. Comment down below your feelings about Michael Jordan. Is he the greatest player of all time? Please let us know. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop next. See you there, guys.